What is going on, guys? It is Wrestlelamia here, back with another video. WrestleMania 39 is just days away. Fans want to know who will triumph on the grandest stage of them all and who will walk away in defeat. Join us now as we look at all the winners and losers of both nights of WrestleMania 39. Be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell for daily wrestling videos, and follow us on Facebook for exclusive lists. Also check out our new channel, Wrestlelamia Shorts. Of course, let's start off with Night 1 as United States Champion Austin Theory takes on John Cena. And Night 1 is kicking off with a match that will reflect WrestleMania's overall theme, the changing of the guard as a new generation strives to take the WWE to new heights. The 16-time world champion is Austin Theory's greatest opponent to date, and on paper, A-Town doesn't stand a chance. However, as Theory likes to remind the fans, he's the now and forever, and the way the WWE is booking him, that's more than hype. Look for Cena to do his best to beat some humility into the arrogant Austin, but for Theory to steal the win, becoming even more arrogant, as Austin Theory retains the US Championship. Now expect A-Town to be anything but a gracious winner, and for Theory's win to affect Cena greatly, so much so that Cena decides it's time to finally retire. Theory may even rub things in by asking Cena when the last time he won a match at a PLE was. However, don't expect Cena to stay retired for long, as rumour has it he'll face Logan Paul at SummerSlam. But nonetheless, Cena's supposed retirement will make for good bragging rights for Theory. The next match on the card is Logan Paul vs Seth Freakin Rollins. Logan Paul is a part-time wrestler, but he knows how to make his mark whenever he shows up. In this case, Paul has built up a rivalry with Seth Rollins dating back to the Royal Rumble. Paul has found a way to live rent-free in Rollins' head ever since he scored a surprise elimination during the Rumble. Paul's become more than a pest, costing Seth the United States Championship at Elimination Chamber, and perhaps even worse, embarrassed Rollins by knocking him out cold 2 times on Raw. Rollins knows he needs to make a statement, and unfortunately for Paul, it's gonna come in the form of several curb stomps to Logan's noggin. As our final prediction, Seth Rollins wins the match. Now these next couple of matches, we're not sure if they'll be on Night 1 or Night 2, but let's just cover them in one video anyway. The first being the 6-woman tag team match as Becky, Lynch, Lita and Trish Stratus take on Damage-CTRL of Bayley, Io Sky and Dakota Kai. It's hard to believe that this feud dates back to SummerSlam, but Becky has been dealing with Damage-CTRL ever since their debut. The heel trio knocked Becky Lynch out of action for several months, and despite some key wins over the group, they keep coming back for more. Can the man finally send Bayley and her proteges packing, or will this 6-woman match merely add fuel to the fire? Whatever happens, look for Becky and her 2 Hall of Fame tag team partners to get the Duke. So our final prediction, Becky Lynch, Lita and Trish Stratus win the match. Now there are rumours that Trish Stratus will be turning heel soon, and maybe this is the right moment to set things up, as she betrays both Becky Lynch and Lita. It's likely that she won't join Damage-CTRL, but still, she won't exactly be their friends either. Next up, Brock Lesnar vs Omos. The WWE has worked hard to make Omos look dominant against Brock Lesnar, which is exactly what it needed to do to hype the Beast Incarnate's bout against his biggest opponent yet. While this match won't be a 5-star technical classic, there's plenty of potential for a grade A slobber knocker, with both men pummeling each other from pillar to post. Expect Omos to look dominant, but for Lesnar to utilize his tremendous experience and submission skills to wear down the big man until he secures a massive win. This will be the best way to keep Brock Lesnar's win, but also keeping Omos strong at the same time, looking like no fool in front of Lesnar, giving it his very best. But our final prediction, Brock Lesnar defeats Omos. Next up is the Raw Women's Championship match as champion Bianca Belair takes on Asuka. The Empress of Tomorrow is back. The WWE spent the last 2 months reminding fans just how dominant Asuka was in NXT and all she's accomplished on the main roster. Bianca Belair faces her most formidable opponent yet, and while the EST is no rookie, Asuka's experience, ferocity and willingness to secure another championship at any cost means trouble for the Raw Women's Champion. Look for Bianca's impressive reign as champion to end at WrestleMania. Bianca fans need not worry, as she has a bright future ahead of her with more championship reigns to come. We also expect that this is the time that Asuka will become a full-blown heel, as she just goes outright crazy and demolishes Bianca Belair. But our final prediction, Asuka wins, becoming the Raw Women's Champion. Next up is the SmackDown Women's Championship match as Charlotte Flair takes on Rhea Ripley, and Charlotte Flair's overconfidence going into this match could have a devastating consequence. The Queen is facing more than a formidable opponent, she's facing someone who is ravenously hungry to take Charlotte's title, a reminder why she's nicknamed the Nightmare. Although we're not expecting Rhea to destroy Charlotte, as we are expecting Rhea to win convincingly and establish herself as SmackDown's top single star. Our final prediction, Rhea Ripley wins the SmackDown Women's Championship, dethroning Charlotte Flair. Next up is the men's Fatal 4-Way Tag Team Showcase match as it's Alpha Academy versus Ricochet and Braun Strowman versus the Viking Raiders versus the Street Profits. Some cynics might call this a filler match, but as the 4 teams demonstrated on this week's Raw, every team brings something special to the ring. This could be one of the best matches at WrestleMania, and with any luck, wake the WWE up to the presence of many terrific tag teams working on both rosters. Who knows, fans may even see the WWE split up the Undisputed Tag Team Championship to add more excitement to the tag division. Every team competing has the talent and the drive to win, save for Alpha Academy. The once cohesive unit has been fraying due to Otis being distracted by Maxine Dupree. We think the Street Profits will rise to the occasion on the night, perhaps starting their way back into contention for the WWE's tag team titles. Our final prediction, the Street Profits win the men's Fatal 4-Way Tag Team Showcase match. Next up is the women's Fatal 4-Way Tag Team Showcase match as Sonya Deville and Chelsea Green take on Ronda Rousey and Shayna Baszler, Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez, and Shotzi and Natalya. Other than Ronda Rousey and Shayna Baszler, this is one of the most slapdash collections of tag teams, a reflection of just how bad the WWE's women's tag team division is being booked. Will the women working this match use this opportunity to remind the WWE what they can do, or will this be a short match that serves as nothing more than a formality as Shayna Baszler and Ronda Rousey win? Something tells us it'll be the latter, and that's our final prediction for this match as Shayna Baszler and Ronda Rousey win the women's Fatal 4-Way Tag Team Showcase match. Next up, it's son versus father as Rey Mysterio takes on Dominic Mysterio. Dominic Mysterio has done everything in his power short of torching his parents' home, and according to a recent interview he hasn't ruled that out to force his Hall of Fame father to fight him at WrestleMania. Dom finally found the right button to push by insulting his mom on national television, but as we saw on the most recent Raw, he's only getting warmed up. Not only did Dominic declare he wishes he really was Eddie Guerrero's son, he delivered a beatdown to his father, showing no mercy. Expect no mercy from Dominic as Rey reluctantly fights his son, giving ex-con Dom the advantage. While Rey will eventually realize he can't pull his punches, Dominic's hatred and a likely assist from one of his Judgment Day teammates will lead to a win over Papa Rey, passing on the proverbial torch. Our final prediction, Dominic beats his father Rey Mysterio. Now, this isn't going to be a good night for Rey, as he'll be so devastated by his son's actions as well as his inability to defeat him that he'll announce his retirement. Don't expect this to be the end for Rey just yet, as you can be sure Dominic will find a way to bring his dad back into the ring, likely leading to a mask versus hair match where Rey wins. Next up, it's a triple threat match for the Intercontinental Championship as champion Gunther takes on Sheamus and Drew McIntyre. Gunther has been on such a roll that it's difficult to imagine anyone defeating him right now. Nonetheless, former world champion Sheamus and Drew McIntyre each have the tools to beat the General. However, can they do so while battling each other as well as Gunther's Imperium allies? Now, we don't believe so, and as exciting as a Sheamus win would be for his career as he has yet to hold the Intercontinental Championship, short of the WWE thrusting Gunther into the world title picture, his reign isn't ending anytime soon. Our final prediction, Gunther retains the Intercontinental Championship. Next up is a Hell in a Cell match as it's Edge versus Finn Balor. This match shows just why WWE's Hell in a Cell themed PLEs was such a bad idea. An event shouldn't mandate Hell in a Cell matches regardless of whether they fit a storyline. No, the Hell in a Cell match should be used as a match to close out hotly fought feuds, and it's difficult to think of a feud as hot as Edge versus Finn Balor. There are many potential surprises in this match, check out our rumors video for that, but one thing is clear, both men are fantastic against each other and they'll not only bring in their A game, but they'll also be striving to make this a match of the year candidate. Although Edge should win this match after months of struggling to put Finn Balor and the rest of the Judgment Day out of action, count on the WWE using this match to cement Balor's spot in the upper card as he draws on his demons to defeat Edge. Our final prediction, Finn Balor defeats Edge. Next up, the undisputed WWE Championship match as the champion the Usos take on Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn. The Usos have been tag team champions for far too long, but in their defense they haven't rested on their laurels one moment during their SmackDown Tag Team Championship or their Undisputed Tag Team Championship. Jay and Jimmy have found a way to perfect their tag team game to the point where the WWE shouldn't put the belts on just anyone. Fortunately, the WWE has the right team, both in terms of storyline and in terms of their tag team skill. Although WWE fans haven't seen much of Sami and KO's tag work in the WWE, their history together as a formidable team makes them the right choice to dethrone the Usos. Add in the nearly year-long saga of Sami Zayn's work in the Bloodline and you have the right story to lead to a title change. The Usos have had some incredible matches during their current reign and expect nothing less than a clinic when they finally drop the titles. So our final prediction, Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens become the undisputed tag team champions. And finally, what we know is going to be Night 2's main event, the undisputed WWE Universal Champion Roman Reigns takes on Cody Rhodes. Or will WrestleMania's main event herald the end of Roman Reigns' astonishing achievement of holding the Universal Championship for 2.5 years and the Undisputed Championship for a year? That's the million-dollar question, and the WWE actually has more than $1 million riding on it, as it must decide if now is the time to finally take the title off Roman Reigns. So far, Cody seems like the perfect person to take the title. His comeback story, not only from his pectoral injury but his return to WWE, is perhaps even more compelling than Sami Zayn's. That's something fans will have to decide for themselves though. The American Nightmare is everything the WWE should want in a champion, but as fans have seen time after time, that hasn't stopped them from pulling a fast one and keeping the belts on Reigns. Nonetheless, Cody's story, as well as the story of the bloodline deteriorating over the last few months, is the best opportunity they will ever have to craft a convincing tale of defeat for Reigns and the ascension of a new megastar. Expect the usual Reigns shenanigans, but with one difference. Roman won't escape with the title this time, as Cody Rhodes will deliver a shocking defeat. Our final prediction, Cody Rhodes becomes the new undisputed champion. Cody's win is only one part of this story, as Roman's championship loss is going to affect him for the next few months. Just as Cody Rhodes predicted, the bloodline will abandon him and Reigns will go into self-imposed exile, returning after a well-earned vacation and likely leading to a run as a babyface. With Roman working a limited schedule, he could fall into the role of a special attraction, much like Edge. But there you have it folks, all the winners and losers of WrestleMania 39's Night 1 and Night 2. What are your guys' predictions? Let us know in the comments down below, and I'll see you next time with some more wrestling content.